Well, hello everyone. I've got a Sudoku today that I'm really excited about. This one has an interesting theme. This is by Totally Normal Cat, and it is themed around the band Tool. Um, if you're familiar with the band Tool, you'll know right away why this is called 46 and No 2. They have a song called 46 and 2, and you'll see in the grid we have a 4 and a 6. So there's the 46, and there's no 2. So 46 and no 2. Um, I'll leave some links in the description where you can find the song 46 and 2 and maybe some other songs by Tool. And and I'll include a video I saw recently of the drummer for Tool, Danny Carey. They've got a camera set up on stage and he's playing. And if you're a drummer, definitely check it out. Even if you're not a drummer, it's an amazing video. So you should definitely go check it out. But regardless of all of that, we are here to solve this puzzle. So, what are the rules? I think I mentioned it's by Totally Normal Cat. They make great puzzles, and this one I found on Logic Masters Germany. It has a 97% rating for like the quality of the puzzle, and a 3 stars for difficulty. So, hopefully, it shouldn't be too terribly bad, but should be a lot of fun. Rules. Just standard thermo rules today. Normal Sudoku rules and thermo rules. So the digits have to increase as you move from the bulb to the tip. And that's it. That's all the rules. Nothing complicated today. So let's see. I'm going to give it a try now. I'll leave a link in the description where you can try it. So let's see. What can we do? Well, sometimes on thermo puzzles it's helpful to write in the candidates, but I don't think it's going to be on this one because... Let's see, is there any longer than... No, 4 is the longest we have. And even on a 4, let's take this one. Ignore the fact that there's a 6 there for right now. Just go with this. If we put in the candidates, it's going to look something like this. And that's not really helping us at all, I don't think. So if you can get it down to, even 3, maybe 4 candidates in each sometimes... 2 or 3, definitely, I think it helps to write them in. So, let's see. Sometimes you can find like a box or something where 1 and 9 are restricted because a 1 on a thermo always has to be in a bulb and a 9 on a thermo always has to be at the tip. But I'm not seeing that really. The 1 is limited to there. That's not very helpful. 9, yeah. Oh, but we can also look at rows and columns. So let's look at row 1. Where can we put a 1 in row 1? It has to be in the middle here, right? And so, yeah, so then where can a 2 go? Right, because if we have 1 here, you can't have a 1 on either of these bulbs. And so therefore, you can't put a 2 on this thermo now because the 2 would have to be at the lowest spot and it would have to have a 1 below it. So the 2 is in, and actually we can say the same thing about the 3, can't we? So that's interesting. They sort of pile on. So normally you could put a 2 right there. You could put a 3 as far as, over here. There'd be lots of spots for 3s. But because the 1 can't be in the bulb, you therefore can't put a 2 on here. And since you can't have a 2 in the bulb, you can't put a 3 on here. Huh. That's really interesting. And then, right, and so that's why there's the 4 here, because at that point, the pattern stops, because now we can put 4s down here and 5s up here, because we already have a 4 in that row. And I'm betting it's going to be the same thing, but the opposite down here, right? Because 4, so obviously 4 is the 4th digit moving along in order, but the 6 is the 4th digit moving down, starting at 9. And so you're going to have the same thing. The 9 in row 9 has to be in here, and therefore since you can't put a 9 on these tips, the 8 in row 9 also has to be in here. Same thing for the 7 because you would need an 8 on a tip. And now the pattern breaks because we can put a 6, and in fact we have to put a 6 in here so that we can put a 5 in one of those, right? And the same thing up here, we're going to have to put a 4 in one of these so that we can put a 5 in one of those. And now we've got, look at that, a 5 X-wing. So what does that do for us though? I wonder if we can do. We've got kind of the same deal here with these thermos as we do, sort of these wing patterns almost. So right, so 9 in column 7 is going to have to be in this box. I'm going to do it this way. I wonder if it's going to be the same way. The 8. So up here you can't put anything bigger than a 7 because you've got 2 digits after it. Same here. Same here. Down here, right, you can't put an 8 here because normally you could put an 8 here with a 9, but you've already, well, we can't put a 7, 8, or 9 in here. We already know that. The biggest we can put there is a 5. So the 8 can't go in any of these. So the 8 is in here. What about the 7? So 7 can't be in these or these, but a 7 can actually be there if we have an 8 and 9 after it. So it doesn't work quite the same way. We can't put the 7 in there with that 8 and 9. Okay, so let's change that to corner marks. Okay, let's look over here. I bet it's the same thing. So the 1, right, we can't put a 1 in any of those because it would have to be on a bulb. So the 1 has to be in here. Now the 2 could be in here, but you'd need a 1 on the bulb. And same deal here. You can't put a 1, 2, or 3 up here, obviously. So the 2 is in here. But again, you can put a 3 here if you have a 1 and a 2. So that's not quite as good. Let's see, what can we do now? So we know 8 and 9 are in here. So I guess that means the biggest these can be is 7. All right, I am going to write in the candidates over here. I think I just want to see if that's helpful. I may or may not leave them in there. Right, because we can't have a 5 because of the X-wings. So I think that's the candidates here. Oh, 4, 5, 7. Because we can't put the 6 here. So, so we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 quadruple here. Which tells us a couple of things, actually. So 1 down here, remember, this can't be 6, 7, 8, or 9. It can't be 1, 2, 3, or 4. This is now a naked single. And that gives us our 5s on the X-wing. So we got the 5 there. And the 5 here means that has to be a 4, because it has to be lower than a 5, and it can't be 1, 2, or 3. And a 5 here means this has to be a 6, because it has to be bigger than a 5 and can't be 7, 8, or 9. Nice, we're making some progress already. Okay, so now, the other thing that this 1, 2, 3, 4 pattern tells us is, so this has to be 6, 7, 8, or 9, 6, 7, 8, or 9. These are all 6, 7, 8, or 9. But that means this is now a 1, 2 pair. I guess you'd call that I think you'd call that a hidden pair. But regardless, it's a pair, because the 1 and the 2 can't be in any of these. So that's a 1, 2 pair. So actually, can we put, so these 3 have to be 8 and 9 with a 6 or a 7. Oh, so this is 6. Well, this has to be 6, 7 anyways because of the thermo. But and this is a 5 actually, because it has to be lower than 6 and 7, and it can't be 1, 2, 3, or 4. So it'd have to be a 5 or a 6, and there's a 6 down here, so we get a 5 there. Okay, back to this. Anyways, I'm seeing all kinds of things. Get distracted. All right, there's an 8 and a 9 in here with a 6 or a 7. So if we put a 6 in either one of these, since it has to be bigger moving to the right, this would have to be a 7. If this was a 6, you'd have a 7. 6, 7. But you can't put 6 and 7. So therefore, we can't put a 6 in there. Now the 6 has to be in here with the 8 and the 9. And there has to be a 7 over here. That's going to give us 7, 8, and 9 across the top. Very nice. Now, So one of these is a 7. Okay, right. So in column 7, we know there's a 4 in one of these. We don't know which one it is, but we know there's a 4. And wherever I put a 4, let's imagine this was a 4 here. If this was a 4, that would force 5, 7 on the thermo. Same down here, same deal. This was a 4, it would force a 5 and a 7. So one of these is going to be 4, 5, 7, which means the other one, if we have 5 and 7 in here, the other one is going to have to be 3 and 4. And the 3 in one of these forces a 1 and 2. So I don't think we know which is which yet, but one of them is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and the other is going to be 3, 4, 5, 7. Okay, so we can do this because it's either 1, 2, or 3, 4. And these are either 3, 4, or 5, 7. So I think they look like that. But we don't know which one is which yet. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. These are 1, 2, 3, and 4. Does that help us at all? I guess we can put these in. So this has to be right. This has to be bigger than 3 or 4. So this is a 4 or a 5 because we have 6, 7, 8, 9, but we have the 4. So this is also a 5, same as up here. We got some good symmetry going here. All right, so we know there's a 5 in the middle somewhere. There's to be a 4 down here, a 5 up here. Okay, maybe we can do something similar with what we did over here on this side. So the minimum these can be is 3 and 4. So we could put a 4. We could still put a 4 on here though, because this could be 3, 4, 6, for example. So these are 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9, I think. Is that true? Is there a way to... Because if this was 3 and 4, one of them could be... Well, these can't be 4, obviously. But one of these could be 4, I think. These were 1, 2, and 3. You could have a 4 there. This one can't be 4. Can't be 6. Oh, up across the top, we have a 6 there. Should have had that from the 7, 8, 9. That's a 6. So these are not 6. So this is not... This is obviously not 9. This one's not 7. So we have 8, 7, 8, and 9. Ah, we have a 7, 8, and 9 triple there. So this is 4 or 6. And this is... I remember, those aren't actually... These aren't necessarily 3 and 4. But this is 1, 2... It could be a 3 also. 3, 4, 6. I wanna know if that can be a 4. Can that actually be a 4? Maybe it can. I'm not sure. I feel like this would have to be 3. 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 4. This would be 1, 2, and 6 in here. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. What can we do? Ah, well, 7's here and here, and 9's here and here. Give us a 7, 9 pair, because they can't be, obviously, in here. So there's an 8 over here. Oh, well, this can't be 1 or 2. Oh, so these are a 1-2 pair then. Right, because the 1-2 pair here eliminates the 1 and 2 there, so it gives us a 1-2. So now we have a 3-4-6 triple. Okay. So these have to be at least 3 or 4, and at most 7. That's kind of ties in with our 3-5-4-7 over there, but I'm not sure. We can't actually. Right, these can't be 3 and 4 anymore because one of these two is 3-4. Right? So if this is the 3-4, this will be 5 or 7. So the one of these is going to be 5 or 7, and one of them is going to be 3 or 4 because of how they line up with these over here. So these can't be 3 and 4. So this, but that could still be 6, couldn't it? Because we'd only be using one of the 3 or the 4. Right, because this could still be 3, 4 here, and this could be 5, 7. Yeah, okay. All right, so I don't think we quite. Maybe there's a way to know that. I'm not seeing it. Let's see. We've got some interesting things with the 1s and the 2s here. Is there something we can do with that? Yes. Yes. So you can't have a, well, because of this you can't have, but also this 1 2. So we can't put a 1 and a 2 anywhere else in this box. But we can't put a 1 and a 2 in any of those, obviously. So where does the second 1 or 2, the other one, go in rows 4 and 6? There's got to be a 1 2, a 1 or a 2 in both of these. Because they can't go in the middle because of that 1 2. So there's and you can't put a 1 or a 2 on any of those. So there has to be a 1 or a 2 up here and a 1 or a 2 down here. And the one up here, right. So we can't put a 1 anywhere but on a bulb, right? But you also can't put the 2 right here because it would force a 1 onto the bulb, and we can't have the 1 and the 2. So this is actually a 1 or a 2 right here. And then the other one is going to be in one of these, but I'm not sure which one yet. We know there's a 5 in here. Oh, actually, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These are 6, 7, 8, and 9. I don't know if this is going to help, but I'm going to look at it anyways. Because, oh, there you go. What I'm noticing is the 6, 7, 8, 9 lines up with the 7, 8 and gives us a 6, 7, 8, 9 quadruple across here. Now we can do the same thing here, right? Yes, there we go. That's what we needed. The 1, 2, 3, 4, because we have 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now again, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 quadruple. That gets rid of that 4 and gives us the 6. I had a feeling that was going to be a 6. I don't know why. Just it seemed like it shouldn't be a 4 because we get our 3, 4 pairs here. All right, I just wasn't seeing how to do it. Now we know the 1 and the 3 are in here. So this is a 2 or a 4. Ah, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 quadruple. So this can't be the 1 and the 2. So that's a 1, 2. Now this has to be 6, 7, 8, or 9. Or 5. Or 5. Yeah, that can be a lot of things. It can't be 1, 2, 3, or 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. We know there's a 5 in there. Right. We know there's a 5 in there. So, oh, so this can't be a 6. Right, because this has to be at least 5, and this can't be a 6 over here either. Because this has to be at least 5. So there's no way that you can put a digit between a 5 and a 6. That's just silly talk. 3, 4. So there's a 5 here. There's a 6 in one of those. There's also a 6 up here. These are a 3-5 pair, so we need... There's a 5 in one of those. It'd be nice to know which one was the 6 here. So 3, 4, 1, 2. It's gonna be 3, 4, 5, 7, or 3, 4 with 5, 7. There's a 6 in one of these. Okay, well this is at least 5. And most... Oh, it can't be 7. It has to be a 5 or a 6. Because the maximum these two can be is 7 and 8 if you had 8 nines up there. So these are a maximum of 7 and 8. So this is a maximum of 6. So this is a 5 or a 6. It can't be a 6. So this is 7, 8. This is 6, 7, 8. If this is 5, that could be 6, yeah. Let's see, we have a 7, 8, and 9 triple here. So this is a 1, 2, 3, or 4. Ah, it can't be a 1 or a 2, so it's a 3 or a 4. Oh, and that gives it to us, right? Because one of these is 3, 4, and one of these is 5, 7. If this was 3, 4, it would break that. So this has to be the 5, 7. There we go. Okay, so 3, 4. This is now 5, 7. This is 3, 4. So this can't be 7. This has to be the 5, because it has to be less than 6. Now, what else is that going to do for us? So this is not 5. This is now 5, right? Six, 7, 8, or 9. So there's 6's in one of those. 7, 8, 9, 7, 9, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I feel like I'm really close to a breakthrough here. I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 in here already. So this is 6, 8, or 9. Oh, 6, 8, or 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. This is also 6, 7, 8, or 9. Uh, Same with these. Which fits with that one. This can't be 4. And we have a 1, 2, 3 pair, or triple. 1, 2, 3 triple. So this is a 6, 7, 8, or 9. And now we have 6, 7, 8, 9 quadruple across there. This is a 3 or a 4. So now we have a 3, 4 pair. Oh, wrong way. There we go. This is not a 3. Oh, right. The 4, 3 means this is 2 and 1. And the 5, 7, 5, this is 4 and 3. Yeah, we should have known that. That 2 gives us the 1 and the 2. And this is not 2. Oh, it's not 1. So this is 3 and 4 and 2. That gives us a 1 there, a 3 and a 1. That gives us 2 and 1 and 2. And yeah, the 3 4s I don't think we quite know yet. But this has to be a 4 because it sees a 1, 2, and 3. So this is a 4, which gives us 3, 2, and 1. And now we've got this 3, gives us the 4 and the 3 and the 4 and the 3. This has to be a 3 just by normal Sudoku. As does this one. This is an 8. What do we have up here? A 1 or a 2 with a 6. And this is a 1 or a 2 with a 5. This has to be the 5. These are 5, 7, and 9. This one can't be 5, so it puts the 5 there. Seven and 9, 7, 8, and 9. These are, oh, the 4, because that 4 there puts the 4 there. So this is 7, 8, or 9. Now we've got another 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9 quad. So this is a 2, which gives us the 1, the 6, the 2. And now this can't be 6, so this is 6. That puts our 6 in the middle there. Gives us an 8 and a 9 and a 7. That 8 forces this to be a 9. This is no longer an 8. This is an 8. This is a 9 and a 6 and a 9. This is an 8. Got a 6, 7 pair. The 6 there gives us the order of those. That 7 gives us this 9. We have a 7, 8 pair. So this is a 9 and a 7. And the 7 there. 8, 7. The 8 gives us the 7. 8, 9, 1, 8, 7, and 7, 8, 9, and a 1 and a 2. There we go. All right. That was 46 and no 2 by Totally Normal Cat. That was a great puzzle. I enjoyed that a lot. Neat idea here with the thermos that kind of the wing shape that forces 1, 2, and 3 in here and 7, 8, 9 here. And I enjoyed actually that. At first I thought maybe the 7, 8, 9 we were also going to be able to do here and here with those, but I was glad that it was close, but not quite. That was a nice little curveball in there. And in fact, it turned out it was not 7, 8, 9, and 1, 2, 3. So it was a good thing we didn't just assume those were the same and stick them in there. So really neat puzzle. Let me know what you thought if you tried it. Did you spot all that stuff? Did you have a hard time finding anything? And check out the links for Tool in the description. And I'll see you guys again soon. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks.